We finally got our first direct of the year, and I thought it was really good. I'm going to break down the big ones, talk about some of the stuff I liked. If you enjoyed this video and want to watch more on video games, pop culture, and movies, feel free to like, hype, and subscribe. And comment your favorite and least favorite games from the direct. The new Rhythm Heaven game is looking fun. It's a series that I've always wanted to play, but just never got around to it. And I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat. Given how successful Tomodachi Life has been, I feel like that's this game's ceiling. The co-op mode seems neat. Apparently it's called Rhythm Paradise in Australia. It's coming out in under a month. I really hope this series becomes successful after this. Stellar Blade is coming to Switch too, and while initially that is surprising because I just associate this game with PlayStation so much, considering that the sequel is announced at Summer Game Fest and not the PlayStation State of Play, I guess it's kind of breaking away from PlayStation. It's shocking because I thought that was a really big success for them. I'm probably not going to pick it up. I just find it fascinating that it's even coming to Switch too. The Orbitals trailer didn't really do more to sell me on the game, but honestly, there's not much else they can do. If this game is able to reach a fraction of the quality of Hazelight's games, I think this is going to be really good. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up at launch. Realistically, it depends on when I can convince somebody to play this with me. Rayman Legends Retold is a game I feel weird about. It was announced last week and I'm still not sure how I feel about it. I love Rayman Legends so much. It is my favorite 2D platformer of all time. I think it's phenomenal, but I don't think it needs a remake. I've been waiting for a new Rayman game for over a decade, and it just being a remake of Legends, I don't know, I'm conflicted. It's really going to come down to how much new content they add. In the direct, they mentioned there's going to be 4 new music levels, and I'm not sure if they're replacing the old ones or not, and I really hope they do keep the old ones. That Black Betty level sold me on the game when I played it in the demo. It legitimately blew me away. And it's also annoying because I know if this game doesn't do well, we're probably not getting a new Rayman game anytime soon. So they're kind of holding me hostage here. Although if I were to pick it up, it probably would be on Switch. I have been waiting for Big Walk since they first announced it. I've always been a fan of proximity chat and co-op puzzle games, and this game looks like it's going to do so much right. I've been so excited for it. Cross-platform is very exciting, so I might end up getting it on Switch just so I can bring it around with me. And I do believe that this is the first time we're getting the release date. I will be hitting up people to see if they want to play it. The One Piece game is something I definitely won't end up buying, but I kind of love this game's art style so much. It looks so much like a GBA game, I thought it was a port of one. I'm just so used to everything looking as generic UE5 as possible that whenever I get something as crude as this, I'm excited for it. Not excited enough to play it, but I'm excited something visually looks distinct. I haven't played Pokopia yet. If anything, the announcement of this DLC has kicked the can down the road for me. The first wave of content does look interesting, but I am so excited for Fortune's Weave. Everything they showed in this trailer, I'm so down for. To the point that I am completely fine not seeing anything else from this game. As a big fan of Three Houses, it's fun trying to figure out who these characters are related to. I almost don't want to analyze it too much because I want to go in completely blind from this point onward. This is as much of a breakdown as I want. Like, yeah, I want to know more about what the map is for. See how the gameplay loop outside of combat plays out. I like how the portraits are animated. Just so much from this trailer is already selling me on a game that I'm very excited for. This is going to be a huge leap forward for Fire Emblem, and I am so excited for it. September 17th can't come fast enough. The DK challenge thing is surprising. Definitely wasn't expecting an NES remix exclusively focused on Donkey Kong. It's also bizarre that you access it from the Nintendo Switch Online app. One of my favorite announcements from the Direct was the Switch 2 edition for the Xenoblade Chronicles trilogy. And oh my god, these games look so good at 4K 60 FPS. The new content in them seems interesting, but honestly, I don't really need that to replay these games. I just need them to be in 4K 60. Xenoblade 3 especially looks really crunchy on Switch 2. This is very necessary in my opinion. I do find it funny because I just finished streaming 2 and just started 3. And the entire time I was streaming it, I was joking that by the time I finished 2, the Switch 2 ports are going to be announced. Xenoblade 1 is out now. Xenoblade 2 is out July 30th. and Xenoblade 3 is out December 3rd. I guess I'll go back and start streaming one. And that wasn't even the end of the Xenoblade announcements. Going into the Direct, I was hoping that we were going to get the next Xenoblade here. If I was being honest with myself, I would only really guess the Switch 2 ports and a Xenosaga remake or remaster. Fingers were crossed for Blade 4. What I wasn't expecting at all was Xenoblade Genesis. Graphically, I love the direction that this game is going in. I think this is a great step up for the series. The setting is one that I wasn't expecting at all. This is not what I was expecting out of the series next. I'm excited to learn more about it, specifically what it's a prequel to. I think this is an almost perfect first trailer for the game because it's giving just enough for me to be interested in, but I don't know what's going on at all. And the title is really interesting because I don't know what this is a Genesis 2. Honestly, I'm kind of at a loss for words. This is so out of left field for this series, but I don't have a reason to be worried. It's coming out next year. I imagine we're not going to see it again until a Direct next year when they announce the release date. I'm just so excited, man. And it's honestly not surprising that it is coming out next year. 3 years after Xenoblade 2 released, we got the definitive edition for 1. 2 years after that, we got Xenoblade 3. 3 years after 3, we got the definitive edition for X. And 2 years after that, we're getting Genesis. I think it's safe to assume that will be the timeline for all future Xenoblade games. Maybe in 2030, we'll get the Saga remakes. And then in 2032, which sounds fake to say, we'll get whatever the next big thing for Monolith is. Man, I'm so excited for this game. Final Fantasy Resonance is a game that I didn't know I wanted, but I'm super excited for. I'm a huge fan of the HD 2D art style, and this being the first Final Fantasy game to use it is surprising, but I feel like this game is going to be really good. All the unks out there who keep complaining about the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy better pick this one up. The Duskbloods trailer was only really here to tell us about the closed network test this summer, so I'm guessing it means that that's coming out soon. I feel like it wasn't getting the fanfare that you would expect them to give to a FromSoft game. They'll probably really ramp up the marketing for it when we get closer to the release. Deltarune Chapter 5 got its release date, and the closer we get to all of those being out, the closer I get to finally playing it. Metaphor is coming to Switch, and I only want to bring this up to tell everyone to go play Metaphor. It is one of the best turn-based JRPGs of all time. It's a phenomenal game. The Switch 2 is a great way to play it. Trust me, give this game a shot. The ports of the Kingdom Hearts games isn't really that big of a deal for me. I am a massive Kingdom Hearts fan. I've already platinumed the entire series and played the games a small handful of times. The entire time the trailer was playing, I kept thinking, I want to expect a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, but I highly doubt it's going to happen. And then they held on a black screen for a little too long, and we finally got another KH4 trailer. I was actually expecting it to end right when the logo showed up, and I was so happy we got to see more. Oh, that is young Xehanort. That's gotta be young Xehanort, right? I don't know, it's close. I need more. Ooh, I need more of this game, Nomura. I'm so excited. I really liked what I saw. The HUD is moving, which is usually a sign of later trailers for a Kingdom Hearts game. If I had to bring the mood down a little bit, I'm expecting it to come out in 2028. Mostly because games tend to take a very long time to make. Considering we got the original announcement for KH4 4 years ago, it actually really checks out that we wouldn't get this game until 2028. But nonetheless, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so happy we finally got to see the game again. After that trailer, I was riding a massive high from this Direct. Rhythm Heaven looks fun. Fire Emblem looks really good. All of the Xenoblade stuff was so good. There were a bunch of smaller games that I'm excited to play. Kingdom Hearts 4 does exist. I was just so happy. But throughout the entire Direct, there was a specter constantly haunting me. A leak about one of my favorite games of all time that I kept hoping wasn't true. Don't remake Ocarina of Time. Please. Please. I'm riding a high right now. Don't take it away from me.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest.
I heard Saria's song. Nintendo hired that man. Am I happy about the Ocarina of Time remake? No. Am I less happy because how it looks. Yes, I really hate it. To me, it feels exactly like a fake leak from 2012. I don't know how many people remember this. Based off of the comments on the video that I was seeing today, seems like a lot of people do. In the Wii U days, somebody made a fake trailer for a Majora's Mask remake on Wii U. And that's what this looks like to me. If you're excited for this game, I'm happy for you and don't let me take it from you. But I need you to know, we could have gotten better than this. I don't know if they're in the shot. I probably should have checked it before recording. But those two games, Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD, are still trapped on Wii U. Ocarina already has a 3DS remake alongside Majora's Mask. What I would have preferred is if they ported those 4 existing remakes in one collection. Or if you want to get greedy with it, have a 3D collection and an HD collection. But instead, we're getting this Mario and Unreal-ass remake. And I think to me what makes it really frustrating having this happen to Ocarina of Time is that for a very long time on Reddit, I kept seeing posts from people remaking assets from Ocarina in Unreal. And I don't want to dog on college students sharing their work on Reddit, but I always felt that it looked awful. I really like the term Mario and Unreal for that reason. It's just how it feels, and it doesn't feel right. I don't want Zelda looking like this. I wish... I don't like this. On a more personal note, I have played Ocarina way too many times in my life, to the point that I've even thought about making a video talking about how I can't play this game normally anymore. I've just played it to death, and the only way I can get enjoyment out of it is to play randomizers. And I love doing Ocarina randos. It's something that's made this game that I've replayed so many times infinitely replayable for me. So if I jump in this Ocarina remake and it makes me solve the exact same puzzles I've been solving for a very long time, I'm out. The art style is already very much pushing me away from this game. The voice acting doesn't do a whole lot for me because the Zelda games honestly don't have the best voice direction. And I'm pretty sure this game only exists because it's something that they could make and pump out quickly to release decently close to the Zelda movie. Which is even more frustrating because I don't expect that movie to be good. So I'm now getting a pretty bland and generic remake of a game I love for a movie that I'm probably not going to even like. I don't know the general consensus towards this game, but I feel like if it's overwhelmingly positive, the industry needs to apologize to The Last of Us. Ocarina has been playable on every single Nintendo console that could run it since the N64. It's on GameCube, it's on Wii, it's on 3DS, it's on Wii U, it's on Switch and Switch 2 already. So instead of putting time and resources into a new game, we're putting it into a generic remake of an old game. Again, I'm pretty sure for a movie. I don't want to harp on this too much because I hate being negative online, and a lot of what I'm saying is just me repeating stuff from my Star Fox video. I just want more out of Zelda's 40th, man. Did Nintendo forget? This sucks. And even then, the big cornerstone for Mario's 40th was a movie. It's fine. I don't want my video game franchises to be video games anyways. New video games cost way too much money and time to make. Just remake an old one in UE5, throw out a movie and call it a day. But I think the really frustrating thing about it is that, at least with Star Fox, they're kind of holding the series ransom with it. Nintendo has a gun to Fox's head and is telling us, if we don't buy this remake, they're pulling the trigger. But with Zelda, the series isn't going anywhere. I just can't believe we're getting an Ocarina remake before Twilight Princess and Wind Waker are freed from their Wii U prisons. Wind Waker is on NSO. Twilight Princess will eventually be on there. But give us access to the best versions of those games, please. And instead of spending all this time remaking Ocarina, just give us access to the best version of Ocarina and Majora's Mask. And I really wish this was just a collection. One thing I am curious to see, depending on the reception of this game, is if we're going to see a large outcry of people asking for a Majora's Mask remake like this. Because that's what happened last time. As someone who really enjoys the Breath of the Wild games, I'm happy we're moving on from that formula. But if we're moving on from open world Zelda just back to Ocarina of Time again, which is what we were dealing with from Ocarina to Twilight Princess, I don't know if I want to move on from it. It's weird to say, but I'm not a fan of the current state of Zelda. Like, even this game plays completely new and is ridiculously fun. I'm still just going to hate how it looks. I need to see more of it. But this used to be my favorite series of all time, and it started all the way back when I first played Ocarina of Time. And I hate that what might be its big 40th anniversary game, I guess, is so unappealing. If you want to see me talk more about why I'm upset about remakes like this, go watch my video on Star Fox. I don't just talk about it, I also talk about Halo Campaign Evolved, another remake of a series that I love that I'm not excited for, and this Ocarina of Time remake back when it was just a rumor. This was definitely my favorite Direct in a long time, and the only reason why I'd say maybe not is because I didn't really like the Ocarina remake, but at least there's other things that I'm really excited about. Out of all of the showcases we got this week, this one was definitely my favorite. It had the most things that I was excited for and the least amount of stuff that I really didn't care about at all, but it was good. The Switch 2 is finally getting moving, but I gotta go play Xenoblade 1 in 4K 60 FPS, so I'm going to end it here. Do you agree? Think I'm an idiot? Comment down below. Like the video if you think I only hate the Ocarina of Time remake because I'm a Zelda hater, and subscribe for more content. Follow me on other platforms if you want. Take care, guys.